where we study. We acquire knowledge to earn a living, to support ourselves in the next stage, which is Grihashti. Grihashti stage is where we get married, we have family, we begin our career, we put things in place. Then you can't run after material things your whole life. So you have to start to let go. The children getting big, they're marrying, they're going away. The house that was one filled starts to get what? Empty. It's a way of vanaprash. So you begin to relinquish those things. You start to sign off, this piece of land is for you, this car is for you, this, some people don't get to do it and it's problem. And then sannyas, where you turn your life to God. Get to prepare yourself for the coming and the going. Our brothers of different faith, they talk about the coming of God. What is the coming of God? It is a realization. It's not a man coming down from the sky and say when he reached the Savior. It is a realization that God exists where? Which part God exists? The heaven. There's a big old man with a beard watching down on you. And every time you feel you do something wrong, he punish you. And that's what it is. Some think so. God is always there. And He is hiding in the place which is most obvious but very difficult to find. There's a saying, hiding in plain sight. Where is that? Right in the human heart. Right here. We're going all over to look for Bhagwan, and He is right. He's right here. And when we have the coming of God, the coming of realization, the moksha, the liberation, the freeing of the mind from the entrapments, then we realize Bhagwan. We are given the opportunity. How many times people would have invited you to a puja, a yajna, a satsang, a prayer meeting, go to the mosque, and the first question you ask, they tell you, you invite you for prayers. Most people has asked, what time we go finish? It didn't start yet. You want to know what time we go finish. See? Next question, who is the Baba? So you go know how long you go take, if to go, when to go, what time to go, what time to reach. That is the thing, sir. So we feed in the body, but we're not feeding the soul and the mind. Yes? We're not feeding that. This is what feeds it. When you get up in the morning and you say a little prayer, you don't have to go and do any major puja and lengthy hours. Simple little pratna. Simple little prayer which is an earnest plea or supplication to the Lord in the way you know. Will He not listen? He hears without ears, sees without eyes. He is present here, there and everywhere. So if I get up in the morning and chant Om Bhurva Swaha, the Gayatri Mantra, and somebody else gets up and say, Lord, thank you for today. Help me to do the right thing. Sometimes the temptations is insurmountable, but I surrender to you. What's the difference? What is the difference? The difference is you. How you interpret it. And you want to be. That is up to you. If I drink water, your thirst will quench? Eh? No. If you eat a pizza, salad, roti and fried aloo, my belly go full? It is for you. And when we recognize this, that whatever we do, we're not doing for anybody, even though you are parents and you're taking care of your children, that is your responsibility. You're doing that for you. Your children will have to do then the law of karma, that is for themselves. Whether you are a good father, a good mother, a good child, that is up to you. The law of karma is very harsh. No one is spared, not even the men of the cloth. You will face everything just like everyone else. We are no different. And we must recognize that. So he says, Grihi Biratarata Harshijasa Vishnu Bhagati Kahudiki. He's rejoicing, peacock, like the person who is in the householder stage when they get the opportunity to worship. You know what is your worship when you're in the Grihashti ashram or the householder life? What is your worship? Anybody knows? What's your puja? What is your prayer? Taking care of your family. That is your puja. That is your responsibility in that stage of your life. Because when you was a child, you had no family to take care of. Family taking care of you. That's all. Now when you have your family, you have a responsibility, you have a duty, scriptural injunction to take care of your family. That is yours. God chose you. I said the last time I was here, you get to choose what clothes you put on. You put on that nice green shalwar, you put on that purple. Yeah. Purple shalwar. Or it's a shining thing, Chimpaya, seen she from by the road, so come in. You choose that. You choose to paint your drum pink. I choose to put on this. You choose the color you want to paint your house. You choose your spouse. But you and your spouse get to choose your children. And children get to choose their parents. Remember that. Bhagavan, and based on your karma, that is given to you. And the ancestors, our old and golden souls, they tell us, make do with what you have. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Set a benchmark, a standard for yourself. I can't beat up myself because I can't play dholak like Dylan. That's what he did for. He can play the dholak. You know, he has a role. He has a purpose. I mightn't sing nice like uncle. But that don't mean I can't try. I'm sure if he give me the drum and he sing, come and sit down here and sing something, I go try. If you people let have my go home, but I don't think they, you know. This is life. And our lessons from the scriptures are meant for us to lead a better quality of life. How could you lead a better quality of life if you are not concerned with yourself, but you're concerned with everybody else? Look what he do. Look what he get. Look what... You will lead a very miserable life. Be happy. These are your children. This is your family. Jai Bhagwan. Do what you can do. Do what you can do. The Katha continues, friends, as Bhagavan is speaking, Pravarchan Katha. And what it says? Raja Ramachandra ki jai. Ghan gamandanab garjat ghoda. What is garjat? Garjat means garje, to shake na, tremble. The clouds have gathered. It is what he's saying. And the thunder is deafening. Prehina darpat manamura. Just like the heart of Sri Ram, who is indeed missing his loved one. So when you feel sad, when someone dies, someone goes away, think about if somebody migrates. I have seen it long time when they had the weave-in gallery and things. People only going for a few days. And you stand up in Piaco Airport, you're waving and you're crying. Huh? Some who left the land to go elsewhere to find betterment. You hug up and you're crying because they're still there, you know, but they're not in front of you. The anticipation of that yearning in the heart makes you weep, you cry. That is no different when someone passes. But there is a difference in crying and grieving. There's a difference. We cry, become emotional. The pearls from your eye, they fall. That is the tears. But when you grieve, that is different. Mentally, you lose brain cells. The mind consumes itself. You go into a state of depression. The Mitra Ved tells you grief is where you're crying and, you know, bodily fluids coming out from the nose and the mouth and that sort of thing. You see it. The cremation site, people faint away. You have to revive them, only for them to faint away again. That is grief and that is dangerous. Nobody's seen not to cry. You might hear a song and you remember your father. You might remember your spouse, you remember your brother, and your throat get heavy. Huh? That is human nature. The Lord is showing us that. But grieving, He is not grieving. Why? Because He is Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram. He is Bhagavan who has embodied Himself as man to teach us how we should live. Nothing is wrong in missing someone. That is normal. Grieving is not normal. But he continues. He says, say these words after me. Damini, Damak, Raha, Na, Ghan, Mahi, Khal, Kai, Priti, Jatha, Thira, Nahi. Raja Ramachandra ki jai. He says, look Lakshman, we are seated here, Upshakwanas, lightning flashing, Port of Spain. The whole sky is illumined. Not so? You could see that from far. He says, look at that. Lightning flashes and it fills the entire clouds, the entire sky, just as fickle friendship. And you see that word friendship? If it's one word that is overused and misused tremendously, is that word friendship. In local parlance we say partner. The new thing is what? Dog. I'm a dog. Yeah. Misused. You like to tell people how many friends you have. A real partner, bhai. Real friend. That's the wrong thing you say. You have to say and ask, am I a friend to anyone? Or how many persons am I a friend to? You, not them. The movie Dosti. Anybody remembers that movie? A black and white movie. I remember the first time my father put me sit down to watch it. When I was a young fella, I said, "Hey, man want me to watch black and white thing here." I'm judging it before it starts. I cry from beginning to end. Very touching movie. One is blind, one is lame. कोई जबरा न पाए मेरे संग आए ए पग पग दीप जलाए मेरे मेरा प्यार मेरी दोस्ती मेरा प्यार. See? Every step that you take, rest assured that I am your friend. Why? I will be the shoulder for you to hold. All the people you refer to as partner. This morning somebody sent me something, and it was like, it said a little boy, birthday was coming up, and he asked his father to invite all his friends for the evening, and he wants to have a party. Yes. Revati, like she don't see that already.
I read it too.
Yeah. Well, spending plenty time on TikTok and Facebook. Alright. That's okay. So his father promised to invite all his friends. And when the child came home, he's a bit disappointed. He was expecting the place to be filled. He only saw 3 of his friends there. So he asking his father, "Dad, I thought you tell me you're inviting everybody." He said, "Yes, I called every last one of your friends. But I didn't tell them you were having a birthday party. I told them that you were ill, you were sick. And these are the 3 that dropped everything and came here today. These are your friends, not the others. I ain't telling you to do that, Anna. I'm just telling you for you to think. So that when you go to say that that person is my friend, or I am his friend, or her friend, or whatever it may be, what standard have you set for that word, friend and friendship? What standard have you set for yourself? What is the benchmark? Because some people are only friends when things going good enough. Like Mama seated there, there's a bhajan that says, "Aram ke saati kya kya hai, jab bhakt pada tab koi nahi. आराम के साथ क्या क्या है, जब भक्त पड़ा तब कोई नहीं." The equivalent to that is सुख के सब साथी दुख में न कोई. When the king is alive, everybody is there. Everybody is around. But when the king passes, the queen mourns alone. Nobody is around. You see? Who is friend and who is foe? Sometimes the person you think that is your enemy, who giving it to you straight up, you think that person is your enemy, but that person is more of a friend to you than anybody else. Remember, flatterers feed you with an empty spoon. Remember that saying. Flatterers feed you with an empty spoon. friends have your best interests at heart. And if you consider yourself a friend to someone, you should also have their best interests at heart. So there is the Supat and Kupat. Kupant and Supant. One is the right path, one is the not so right path. If you're a friend to someone, you must be able to tell them, hey, regardless if they will get upset or not, you're going down the wrong road, brother. Come back here. This is where you're supposed to go. We are afraid. Why? Because in some instances, the friend have a little more than us now. You're afraid to lose our friendship. Because there's a one less source of income. It will become an outcome. See? That is the way of the world. All this talk I am talking here, this can't change you, you know. This can't change you. You have to make that conscious effort for yourself if you want positive change. Nobody could do it. They could talk with you, they could plead with you. It's only if you want to do something, then you will do it. So he continues. Bhagwan Sri Ram is speaking here. I just narrating and breaking it down and bringing it to today's society and real life and how it is applicable. Tulsikrit Ramayan, written 450 to 500 years ago, still applicable to today. Because it is a manual teaching us how we should live and the situations that occur. Continues, friends, and listen. Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Barasai Jalana Bhumi Niyara Sahi jalada bhumi niyaraye jatana vahi bunda bedya paaye bunda gata sagiri kaise bunda gata sagiri kaise kalate bachana santa sajai se Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Raja Ramachandra ki Barasahi jalad bhumi niyaraye. So the clouds, they have gathered, lightning is striking, the thunder is roaring. The next stage is for what? The rain to start to fall. So the rains have come. Jatan vahi bhunda vidya pai. The clouds that bring rain, they heave very close to the earth. Bhagwan Sri Ram is showing Lakshman, he says, look at that. Look at that, Lakshman. What is the analogy? The clouds that bring rain are like those humble people, those people who have things to offer. They are purposeful in this life. They are very humble, simple, easy to talk to. Wherever they go, they brighten a room just by being there. They don't have to try. Simple, easy to talk to. You ever had to have a conversation with somebody and conversation hard, but say bye, say making sense. You cut short that and you're gone. And then some people you meet for the very first time and you talk and you ain't know half an hour, 1.5 gone, and you just, because they're simple, humble. The Katha says, Sri Ram is telling Lakshman and by extension all of us, they are like the learned individuals, the people who have something to offer you, good guidance, good advice. They're very simple, they're very approachable. Those who fill themselves with pride, what happens? They're walking with the nose to the sky. Abhimani na. They can't see where they're going. Very soon they could fall in a ditch. Very soon. The word for humility is nimrata. Everybody say that. Say nimrata. Nimrata. Be humble. What you're filling yourself with pride for? Nobody says not to achieve, not to get things, but remain humble. You could have the most expensive watch. You could buy the most expensive watch, but you could never buy time. You could buy the best mattress, most expensive. You can't buy sleep. You could buy the best flowers, the biggest diamond ring. You can't buy love, man. You can't. See? Some of the best things in life, they are for free. For free. But we don't want that. Poets, the Mahakavis, they talk about the Chauravi Kalchan. Huh? The moon, the sunset on the beach, all those things they talk about. Free. We can't see that. The things that you cannot acquire readily is the things that you put more words to. Strange, eh? Strange, strange, strange. So, be humble. Because like we were saying, all of us one day we will be like duck. We will go. What people will have to say, we have no control over again. If you have something nice to say to somebody, say it now. No wait until the box there. And everybody gather. And they send in a message for the pundit or the pastor or the priest or whoever. I want to say a few words, eh? I want to say, tell the pundit, I just want to say something. I want to talk. Man, down there already, what do you want to say? Hush your mouth and sit down. Time to talk, go on already. When the person is alive, come. Strange, eh? When you are alive, nobody is coming. Not a soul. You sit down by yourself. The day you're dead, tent in the whole road. Police directing traffic up the hill there. Everybody come in. I'm just bringing to you the thoughts. It's for you to think. how you want it to roll. If you have a friend, somebody you consider, it didn't take nothing for you to pick up the phone. Communication is so accessible now. Long time you had to go by the road with a set of, you used to tell your Bobs. You know his Bobs? What is Bobs? 25 cents in your pocket and you're there by the phone. Then it reach in your house. You dial. You're taking a minute to dial a number. You come back and you go in. You're praying that them people they have no 900 in the phone number. Because you have to go quite clear and go in. Then now you have this. And still, people, and they see a number now, people don't remember numbers, long time ago, they say have your name stored. So they take up the phone, Pandit Raj, me order the thing, leave a message. See? Be humble and simple. But he continues. Bunda aghata saha giri kaise. Giri is what? Giri means mountain, hill. This is a very important one. Khalakai bachan santa saha jaise. There's a child in school in another class crying. She's crying. So my daughter came and she said, Papa, look, this child is crying. So I said, what did you do her? She said, no, I didn't do anything. She just be playing and she started crying. She would not tell the teacher of the class. She don't want to tell her friends. So I asked her to come. I said, come. Sit down here, baby. What you crying for? What happened? And she said, and in that capacity now, she says, sir, this girl was playing with me and she not playing with me again, and then I have a feeling that she's saying bad things about me. How many of us would have experienced that already? Don't answer. Sometimes you're right in front of people and you say, yes, yes. Again, them fire right in his satsang self. Hand put together. You have that to deal with and not me. But Bhagavan addresses this as well. He addresses that too. How long ago? To today. He says the rain that falls and hits the side of the mountain, that rain is like the wicked tongues of people. Whether you're good, whether you're bad, whether you're pretty or ugly or however it is, people will always have something to say. You could do the best thing, they will have something to say. You could do the worst thing, they'll have something to say. You could do nothing, guess what? They have something to say. So what is the remedy? Bhagavan is saying, Khalake bachan santa sahajaise. Be a very noble soul. Allow those negative words to be stepping stones to rise higher. See? Take the negatives that come to you and turn it into a positive. There's a nice, beautiful itihas about Gautam Buddha. Gautam Buddha, anybody knows Gautam Buddha? Gautam Buddha was a big fella, so like how I used to be in a royalty. Champaya know me when I was solid. He was like that. So he's begging now, Bhiksham Dehi, Gautam Buddha, which is one of the 10 avatars in Sanatana Dharma. He's going around begging and goes to the door of someone, he knocks on the door. Are bhaiya, Bhiksham Dehi, begging for seeking alms now. Man opened the door, he watched him from head to toe and started insulting. Big, healthy fella like you begging? Why don't you go and get a walk, yada yada, whatever. And Gautam Buddha is smiling. Laughing Buddha, and you know laughing Buddha, he's smiling, he's telling him. He said, well, man, crazy, but all this thing I'm telling you, he's smiling. I go use Dylan for this example, because he and he's a good boy. No vex, it's a simple thing I'm telling you. Dylan, if I give you this case, right, and you take it, who won it is? It's yours. Nice, is he won. But if I give you it, right, and you say, well, no, Panditji, I don't want it. Who won it is now? Boy, is that right, fella? He does only look so. He is correct. Very simple analogy. So if people hurling accusations at you and telling you all the negative things and all the wrong things, what you accepting it for? Gautam Buddha put his hands together. He says, my brother, thank you, but no thank you. You keep that. But what do we do? From the time one person says something negative, we claim that negativity. We hog it up and we want to let it go. And like a poison, it begins to erode and destroy us. You're holding on to that. Somebody say, well, you're stupid. You vex, you ready to fight. Or you can tell me I'm stupid. Well, you're not proving yourself. Not a problem, bhai. You keep that. Fella said, in fact, my father used to say, hey, stay quiet a little bit now, boy. Let people think you're stupid. Then you open your mouth and what? Prove it. Simple. Do not embrace the negatives that come to you. People will always have things to say. You have no control over that. You have control over what you do and what you say and how you react to something. And we must understand that. Not me saying, you know. Kishkinda Kand, Ramcharit Manas. See? And we'll do one more chaupai here. Then we'll give Uncle an opportunity to sing. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Samiti Samiti Jala Barahi Kalava Jimi Sadguna Sajana Payava Samita Samiti Jala Barahi Kalava Jimi Sadguna Sajana Payava Sarita Jala Jala Nidhi Mahujai Sarita Jala Jala Nidhi Mahujai Hoi Achala Jimi Shiva Hari Pai Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Sri Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Raja Ramchandra ki Jai. Say these words after me, friends. Samiti, Samiti, Jala, Bharahi, Talava. Samiti, Samiti means drop by drop, bit by bit. The pond becomes filled, bit by bit, drop by drop. Anything you get too fast in this world, you don't appreciate it. Anything. Anything you get too fast in this world, you do not appreciate it. When it comes too easy, what happens? Have no value. But if you have to sweat. That's why there's the saying, live fast. What? Very good. Die fast. Samiti Samiti Jala Bharahi Talava. Fill that bucket, that barrel of good karma, drop by drop. You're not to transform overnight. One good deed. One for the day. Just do one good deed. You could do more, But just don't go and do one deed and say, well, the Baba say do one thing. Good. And then you gain the empires and everything else. No. But start. Drop by drop, that bucket becomes filled. It adds up. How the old people used to say it? How they say it? Chirrup, chirrup, eh?
Yeah, sure.
Chirrup, chirrup. Little bit. And they buy land, they buy house, they build house, they buy motor car, they send their children to school, to university. What? Samiti. Little bit. Then you value the things that have come your way. They're worth something. Your sacrifice is worth something. The things that your father would have left, it's worth something because bit by bit, little by little. Some people are not fortunate enough to understand what that means. Having everything and getting everything you want is never a good thing. Never a good thing. Having everything and getting everything that you want is never a good thing. We have to understand the struggles of life and appreciate it. The butterfly from the caterpillar, it eats the leaf and goes into the pupa. And there metamorphosis is taking place. And what will come out after? What will come out? A butterfly, a beautiful butterfly. So one day, the guy is seeing the butterfly in the cocoon, the pupa, trying to break free. And you know what he does? He helps it. He breaks out the pupa. And guess what happens? The butterfly came out in form. One wing big and the next wing small. You can't fly with that. He didn't last long. Bird fly and eat him and gone. The struggles in life are very important. When the butterfly struggles to come out of the pupa, it sends fluids into the wings and helps to develop the wings properly so that it can fly. Appreciate the struggles that come to you in life. Appreciate the struggles of your ancestors. Appreciate the struggles of your father and mother. Because he ain't get here just like that. You have to appreciate it. My wife get upset with me. Everything my daughter wants, she want to buy. I say, hey, hold on. Let her know you can't get everything. You have to know to wait. Patience. Dhiraj dharu. That is a virtue. Work towards it. You will appreciate it. When you put in the work, the success becomes sweeter. Do good bit by bit. Fill that bucket of good karma. The end result will be Narayan Hari. Ek baar bol Shri Govinda Bhagavan ki Jai Ho. So now we will end here, because if I tell you too much, you ain't going to remember. So you have to get a little bit now. You eat chirp. You eat a whole sugar cake, your belly go hot. You take a little piece. See what it is. When you want more, you know to go. Yes? So we'll pass the mic to Pitaji here, and he will grace us with a bhajan.
Sounds good. 1, 2. 1, 2. Panditji, I would like to tell you how much I enjoyed tonight. And as you were dealing in Ram, Shri Ram, so I'll do a Ram bhajan. Sure. सुख के सब साथी दुख में न खोए, सुख के सब साथी दुख में न राजा हो या रंग सभी का, राजा हो या रंग सभी का, क्या होगा सारी उमरिया, फिर क्या होगा सारी उमरिया, आपकी गति के सब बाहर की तू माटी पाके मन को भीतर क्यों ना जावे कुचल मन तक मान किया कुचल मन तक मान किया और मन की महल न
for your both renditions. We join in the simple kirtan as we conclude. Everyone, put your hands together and we chant the name of Narayan Hari, 70, drop by drop. It will fill the bucket of divinity. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Bhaju bansi bajaye Girdhari, Bhaju bansi bajaye Girdhari, Bhaju bansi bajaye Girdhari, Bhaju bansi bajaye Girdhari, Bhaju bansi bajaye Girdhari. Govinda Govinda Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Govinda Govinda, Radhe Govinda. I want to invite all of you to please stand, friends, as we conclude this evening's satsang. Those who can, of course, think of that Lord Narayan Hari as we pray. Govinda Govinda Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Govinda Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, 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 Radhe Govinda. We bend our heads in prayer, everyone. We render Pratna to Bhagavan on behalf of the Atman, of the father, husband, brother here of this home. We ask that the Lord continue to give us the strength to continue this journey. We pray. Hari Om. Anadini Dhano Deva Shankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshaya Pundarikaksha Preta Moksha Prado Bhava. Om Tvameva Mata Kshapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Shasaka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरि ओम ॐ नमो परमात्मने नमः। एक बार बोल श्री गोविंद भगवान की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। जय जय सीताराम। Thank you all for coming and joining, and of course we want to thank Bilan for contacting me and giving me the opportunity to